Virgos. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our Earth signs Virgos. Good to have you here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Let's also welcome in your cross watchers. Please feel free to swap around the energies, the characters as need be throughout the reading, and time is fluid. So anytime that you do come across this reading and you were drawn into it was the time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Virgo, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. It doesn't have to reflect the whole thing, as well as and/or an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It might just mean that the reading is meant for somebody else this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this reading. We're going to dive deeper into the messages coming through for you by exploring the zodiac signs that show up. And those zodiac signs can be about an intimate partnership and intimate connections, as well as and/or background players, blended family, extended family, grandparents, siblings, colleagues, work associates, social media friends, friends of friends, anybody that kind of influences your energetic field. So just keep that in mind as we go through the reading. Even if you don't know their zodiac signs, you will recognize them by the energies that show up when I read through the zodiac signs in the extended. So this is for Virgo. Messages for those watching, please. This is for Virgo. Moon, rising, and Venus. This is for Virgo. Moon, rising, and sun. Did I say Venus? I meant sun. This is for Virgo, moon, rising, and sun. This is for Virgo. Messages for those watching. Moon, rising, and sun. All right, here we go. So overall energy for overall theme for the reading, or the overall energy, we have the Seven of Swords. Trust. So this is about trust. Let's keep going. What's your current energy? Seven of Cups. This could be some sort of illusion or some sort of confusion, or maybe projection. What's your situation here? We have Judgment. Judgment's all about the re-evaluating, restructuring, remembering, reconsidering. Something is bringing itself around into your awareness again to kind of be looked at and maybe even evaluated. So let's see what the challenge is in this situation for you. We have the Eight of Swords. This could be about your self-confidence. This could be about guilt. This could be about shame. Something, maybe it could be denial as well, but something's kind of keeping you bound up where you can't clear the fog. Things just seem very, very foggy right now. So let's see what life is co-creating with you. What is life working on with you? We have the Page of Wands. This could be about paying attention to your triggers. Could be about paying attention to things that lure you in. This could also be paying attention to things that maybe desire or yearning. So let's see what you've mastered up until this point. What have you been doing up until this point to get to this place? We have the Ten of Wands. Well, you've been carrying a lot of shit with you. You've really been trying to push through some things. Kind of maybe overextended yourself. Maybe you're hanging on to other people's stuff, or you're carrying other people's loads, or you're doing the work for everybody. So let's see what's heading your way in the next 0 to 3 months. What's coming in for you? Ah, we have the Hermit, soul searching, seeking, the seeker, solitude, getting quiet, undistracted, removing yourself from all the whatever it is that's trying to keep you entrapped or entangled. So once this comes in, once this kind of quiet solitude comes in, what are your strengths in this situation? What do you got going for you here? We have the Two of Wands. So twos are about choices and directions. So you're in a good place to make a direction. It's kind of like, I think that you already know what you want. You already know which way to go. You just may not have taken the steps to get there yet. But I think it's going to become clear to you. So let's see what the outside influences are here for you, Virgo. We have Justice. There's Libra coming in, Libra energy. I've got Scorpio and Libra showing up so far, and Virgo. Truth. You got trust and you got truth. This could be searching for the truth or trying to understand the truth, but we'll see where this goes. So what are your next steps here? What is the like tangible thing that you need to do? We have the Page of Cups. I think this is about opening yourself up to a new concept. Could be about maybe compassion or forgiveness, but we'll see where this goes. Could also just be accepting what is and just allowing it to just be. So let's see what the big picture is. What is this all about? Because we got trust as the theme, right? Trust issues. So let's see what this is really all about. We have the Three of Cups coming in. For some of you, this could be about third-party situations, or maybe you're thinking there's third-party situations. For others of you, this could just be about being able to be in a happier place, finding joy, playfulness, happiness, being with friends and family. Being able to trust and not maybe feel manipulated. We do have the holidays coming up, so this could be putting a lot of like pressure on you right now. Up here in the Western, those of you that are, you know, overseas, I don't know if you celebrate this either, or if you celebrate the holidays, but the holidays are coming up, and it is a time of immense pressure. But for some of you, this just could be about, you know, being okay with friends and family, being okay in your own skin, being able to feel good about life. So how is this all going to play out for you, Virgos? Let's look at the big picture. Ah, we have the Empress. Good things are heading your way. Good things are heading your way. The Empress is abundance and the great manifester. So let's find out what this is. What is this issue here? What is this? Is this about trusting yourself? Is this about trusting somebody else? Is this about maybe you've overextended yourself? You're seeking some kind of truth here, and there is a direction that's going to be taken. You're reevaluating some things here, kind of looking at some things. So let's find out where this is heading. So your situation is Judgment. That's Scorpio energy coming in. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. Okay, we're not starting this at the beginning of the readings. Just not going to do it. Stay with me. Oh, gosh. So clarify Judgment here. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Two of Swords. Well, the Ten of Coins is about family. You know, for some of you, this could be about your livelihood. There's some kind of apprehension and fear here, or, you know, it may be an unpleasant situation that you don't want to deal with. Two of Swords. This could be about your livelihood, your job, what you do for a living. There's some kind of anxiety coming through here that you really just don't want to have to take a look at. It's just not something that you really want to deal with right now. This may be a hard decision for you to make moving forward. You're kind of in a lot of, you know, anxiety and angst about making the decision. But you're reviewing something that either has to do with family or has to do with your income, or it could be both. Some of you may be kind of reevaluating your financial situation going forward, especially with the holidays coming up. Could be, doesn't have to be, but some of you could be doing this just in general, trying to figure some things out. For others of you, if this is a Scorpio that you are dealing with, or somebody with, you know, water energy that you thought was going to go the distance, I think there's some kind of anxiety here that something's off. It's not something that you can see, but you can feel it. I think you might be trying to, like, hold back against it, maybe kind of look a little bit, not against it, but just kind of like, maybe not. You might be trying to think your way through this, or think of it in a different sense, so to speak, hoping that it isn't going to be maybe what you feel inside your gut. But when you got Judgment here, that's a gut instinct. That's like a gut feeling. Like, you wouldn't be at this place in Judgment if you weren't feeling something inside that was off. So let's see what the Eight of Swords is, because this is either your challenge or your opportunity. This could be feeling a little bit lost, not really sure what it is. Could be illusional, could be just can't figure things out. You're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So clarify what this Eight of Swords is for our Virgos, please, in the challenge. We have the Ten of Cups. We have in 2021 coming in. And we have the Moon. I think for some of you, you know, there was this idea of happiness that you may have had, or you may have been, you know, programmed to believe, or may have been presented, and how it's been presented to you. And it doesn't seem like it's attainable, the Moon. Like, it seems to be out of reach. Like, you can't get there. You've really been working hard on this, because we have in 2021. So this year has been somewhat of a mystery to you. And I think you're kind of putting the blame on yourself, so to speak, that maybe you're not able to figure it out, or you're not able to put the pieces of the puzzle together, or you don't know what's going on. And you're taking a lot of this in. Whether this is situational or relational. For those of you that are dealing with family situations, you may be looking at this as a little bit illusional, so to speak. That you have to show up perfect and in great form. And I just don't know at this point right now that it's, you know, something that you really need to do, or something that you really need to like bring to light. Like there's things inside of you right now that just, you don't feel good about it. And if you don't feel good about it, you just don't feel good about it. It just doesn't feel right. You might be trying to put on a happy face, or might be trying to put on like things are okay, but deep down inside they're not. Something seems to be mis-askewed here, so to speak. So let's see what the Page of Wands is, because this is what life is working on with you. Well, these three wanted to jump out, so I'm going to take them. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Magician. Life is trying to get you to start planning, thinking about taking some action here. Life is trying to get you to think on maybe a different timeline, vibrational level. Something that is more in alignment with your core being, your core essence. Because the Queen of Cups is all about, this doesn't seem to be necessarily forgiveness, but it seems to be more of working from your heart than your head. Because it seems like you're trying to figure some things out here. Whether this is with your family, whether this is with a job, whether this is with a relationship. I think what life is trying to direct you to is to go with what you feel in your gut. Because you got the Magician here as well. And the Magician can be about mastery. Listening to your instincts. Because a new path is trying to open up here. And you got the Page of Wands. So this is a new idea or a new concept. Maybe listening to yourself is a new concept for you, right? That's how you untangle yourself from this, from the mind games, the monkey mind's playing. That's how you untangle yourself from this. Whether this is going to see your family over the holidays and you're just not looking forward to it, or this is about a relationship that you feel kind of like there's some trust issues going on here. I think that if you listen to yourself and believe in yourself, this may be a new direction for you, or a new type of like path to choose that, you know, maybe your instincts are there for a reason, or maybe this inner knowing is there for a reason. Because the Queen of Cups is all about intuition. All about intuition, those gut feelings, those gut instincts. It's about fertility. It is about your environment. It is about love, abundance, and beauty and joy. And you got the Magician here. So that's your capabilities. That's your power. That's your innate nature to be able to create things the way that you want them to create them. This is a new concept. It's a new idea, a way of thinking of things. Like it should be inspiring that you can create your own destiny, and that maybe some of your thoughts about the situation, or maybe coming from a headspace where you're always trying to figure it out up here, and just let this be for a while. The Hermit, right? Silence. Let this be for a while, so that whatever needs to rise up from within can show itself. So let's see what the Ten of Wands is then, because this is kind of what you've mastered so far. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Two of Coins. One more. I think your choices are coming from what's in your head and not in your heart. You've really been listening to kind of like analyzing things out. And your choices or your decisions are unbalanced because it's more about what's coming from your head and not what you feel in your heart, because you got the Eight of Wands here, right? The Eight of Wands is about innovation. It's about direction. It's about communication. And they seem to be racing. They seem to be racing through. What if you didn't have to figure it out? What if you didn't have to figure all this out or show up the way that you're expected to show up? Or maybe trust what your instinct is telling you. Maybe looking at the fear and asking it what it's trying to teach you, because your head is overriding your heart right now. And there's a lot going on up there. Eight of Wands. There's a lot coming at you. And it's keeping you in the land of confusion and bound to stay in the land of confusion. Because really, you want to just be free. You want to play, you want to feel easy, you want to enjoy life, you want to enjoy the people that are around you. You want a sense of being able to play. And it just seems like you're really overburdened here, over heavy. It's very heavy. And it could be because you aren't allowing yourself to get inspired that maybe you're right. Maybe what you feel inside is exactly what you need to feel. So let's look at the Hermit. I'll go one more. Can you tell us about the Hermit for Virgos, please? Because this is what's coming, or this is what's heading your way. The Hanged Man. Yeah, this is when you've got the Hermit and the Hanged Man. This is time to take a break. This is time to shut off the mind. This is time to just like stop throwing your projections out there at what's going on or what you think is going to go on, to allow yourself to get inspired by maybe the fact that you know already, and trust yourself that you know. Yep, we have it with the Page of Swords. And we have it with the Two of Cups. Some of you might have a Virgo, too, coming in. Who may have been watching you for quite a while. Has been kind of hanging back, watching your process, kind of watching you. I think they want a relationship with you. I think they want an alliance. I think they want to connect. That's for a few of you. There's a Virgo out here that's kind of hanging back, watching. But for others of you, this is really about just getting quiet. Getting quiet, the pause method, right? Take a break, leave it alone, let it work itself out. Don't get too emotionally attached to it. Reflect, review, observe. And this could be about, in your relationships. We have alliances here. Could be about a specific relationship. As I said, Scorpio showed up over here. You've also got Pisces coming in now. You got Libra over here. And you got Taurus and Libra up here. Now you've got Virgo and Gemini coming in as well. But this Virgo, in your opportunity, this could be you as well. Making an alliance with yourself. Learning how to trust yourself. Because you got another decision coming through here. And it's like you already know which way you need to go, but you just might not be acting on it yet. So this is your strength. So let's find out what this is for our Virgos. Yeah, this is your strength. We got the Devil coming in. That's Capricorn energy. And we have the Empress. So there's two sides to everything, right? And what this is telling me, or what I see coming through here, is that you've been leading towards a side that is more about the worst possible scenario. And so to be able to hit that with another scenario, right? So the worst possible scenario is, you know, I've been kind of thinking over my job. I don't know that this is what I want to do. I don't know where my income is going to go. You know, I just can't keep doing this day in and day out. It's just wearing on me. It's putting me in a position where I'm getting run down. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to, you know, do the best I can, but I just feel overtaxed, overburdened. So this is just an example. So the next steps as you take this break coming in is going to give you some time to reflect on maybe you can hit this from another side. So, okay, yes, maybe the job situation or the family situation or the relationship situation isn't as I wanted it to be. Maybe there's some things that I'm in denial of about it and I'm not facing it. Okay, so that could be true. So on the other flip side of that is, regardless of what it is, I have the strength and the ability to be able to start again, start a new phase, forgive, have compassion, but understand that I need to make things happen for myself. It's like flipping the script. You're flipping the script here to another way of like viewing this, like another way of seeing this. Because whatever's trying to hold you back, or you know, whatever's being replayed over and over and over and over again in your mind, it's going to keep manifesting the same type of response. So this is asking for a different script to start speaking to yourself, to start telling yourself. Maybe I don't know what's going on. Maybe I am in a little bit of denial, you know, but your awareness of it starts to change it. But even if I am, I know that I am strong enough to listen and figure a way to do this differently and to change this situation. Because you got the Magician right here in what life is trying to help you see. You have all the tools you need and all the power you need to turn this around. Because ultimately, that's what this is about. It's about trying to resolve a situation or something that's bringing you a lot of anxiety. You're thinking about it. You're going over and over and over and over again. It's wearing on you. You feel like you can't see your way out. You're confused. So now this is flipping the script and trusting maybe you are in denial about something. Okay, so you admit it. Maybe I am in denial about something. I know that if I get quiet and I listen, that it'll come to me. And the direction that I need to take is also going to come to me. Because I trust myself enough to know that I have purpose here and I have meaning. And it really doesn't matter what's going on the outside of me or who or what they are doing on the outside of this situation, because ultimately it boils down to you. So let's see what this Justice is, because this is truth. So we have the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Devil again. trying to hold it all together. Yeah, Queen of Wands, she wanted to jump out. You're trying to hold it all together. Got Capricorn energy coming through here again. And I think this is part of what the issue is that you're trying to hold it all together. And it's not for you to do that. You don't need to hold it all together. Who are you holding it all together for? That's the question. Who are you holding it all together for? Win friends and influence people, or so that people think that you're okay, or so people don't ask you questions, or so people don't find out what's really going on? Because this is where the fear is. Trust. Because you got the Knight of Pentacles here. This is about trust. Truth and trust. Cause and effect going on here. So let's see what the Page of Cups is, because this is your next step. Ah, you got it with the King of Cups. This is about opening up. It is about thinking in a new way of forgiving yourself, loving yourself enough, compassion for yourself, giving yourself the time and the space that you need, knowing that not everything has to be perfect, knowing that you don't have to show up in a certain situation, knowing that you got the Five of Swords here, knowing that you can deal with that, whatever kind of sadness or grieving process you need to deal with. Yeah, we got the Four of Swords popping out. It's about healing through some things maybe that you haven't quite healed yet, or you haven't quite come to terms with yet. And this is really about, you don't have to hold it all together. This is about loving yourself. This is about loving yourself enough and giving yourself the time and the space to be able to work through whatever grief this is, whatever sadness this is, whatever something from the past, whatever happened here. Because there's some kind of sadness here that has not been quite, something from the past that has not been quite healed, that has brought you in a place where I don't think that you're trusting yourself. Because that's the overall theme here. And this could be anything. This could be from a relationship where someone, there was betrayal. This could be from a friendship where somebody broke your trust and backstabbed you. Because we got the Queen of Wands in here, right? As the outside influence. So there could have been a fire sign, because we got strength showing up. Leo. Doesn't have to be somebody with a lot of fire energy. Maybe that you thought it was somebody you could trust and they stabbed you in the back. But this is about something that happened that you're still carrying it with you. And I think you're beating yourself up a lot for this. And this is about time to just really allow yourself the process of being able to heal whatever it is you need to heal. Forgive yourself. Open yourself up to yourself. Trust yourself that these feelings and these emotions are here for a reason. Because we got emotions and feelings here that need to be contended with. That's the next step. So let's see what the Three of Cups is, because this is the big picture. We have death, And the other Three of Wands. For some of you, this is really about, the big picture here is really about leaving some people behind, some alliances behind that just don't work for you anymore. Some people that you have been maybe trying to have to show up in a certain way in order to feel accepted. I think it's very pressing on you. I think it puts you in a position where you don't feel good enough. I think it, you know, it might, like you're always having to measure up. I think these feelings are here for a reason. Because you're not listening to your heart. If it doesn't feel good and you don't feel good around these people, or you don't feel good around if it's your family, or if it's friends, or if it's a relationship, and it just seems to be that you're always feeling confused and hurt and sad, and you don't feel like you're being lifted up, this whole scenario is about transitioning away from that. Transitioning away from that and setting your sails on something different. Because you have a lot of good things heading your way. A lot of good things. That's the Empress. Like, it doesn't get any, you know, that's luxury and beauty and abundance in every sort of way. But it's going to make a decision. It's not about the people that surround you. It's about the decision you make of loving yourself and being able to open up to whatever it is from the past that happened and heal from it and leave behind relationships or situations that just aren't working in your favor anymore. I want to get one more on that. On the Empress. And then I'll go through and look at who's showing up in your reading here. Yeah, this is where your guidance is going to come in. We got the Hierophant showing up. And the Six of Wands. Victory. You're heading in the right direction, my friend. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom and knowledge from this situation when you start trusting your own instincts and yourself. If there's something that makes you scared or makes you feel off, maybe you've been shoving it away, you don't want to deal with it. But this seems to me, this isn't so much about what other people have done to you, even if it wasn't kind. This seems to me to be more about you're trying to cover up a pain. You're trying to cover up a pain, or you're trying to cover up some kind of grief or sadness that has happened from a past situation. Could have been with a relationship, could have been with family, could have been with some of your friends. But once you start trusting your instincts and you start noticing that things don't really make you feel good, I think, you know, whatever it is that you're around a situation where you just feel like, ugh, like it's not uplifting, this is where your inspiration is going to come from. That you can take it, you can move in a different direction. You have whatever you need to move in a different direction. Maybe you might be a little bit concerned about what they might think, but you got, you know, strength is the only thing that overcomes the devil. And you've got this in your assets. You've got this in your assets. It's just making the decision and moving on it. And then things are going to start manifesting in your life. And this situation of having to put on some sort of airs or some sort of like pretending like everything's okay when it's not, when you take the time to heal yourself and you really open up to some of the past hurts and you let yourself rest in it to understand what it's trying to teach you or what it wants you to know, this is when you're going to find the strength to like leave these situations and these people behind. This is pretty straightforward. This is about people who influence you. Relationship-wise or family-wise or friendship-wise. This is about learning how to trust your inner guidance and your instincts. I think this is scary for you because maybe it's not something that you've done before to really follow your guidance. Maybe you've just kind of played along with the game, you know, did what you needed to do. But this is coming up. This could be a specific situation or relationship, but this is coming up for review to allow you some time here to get quiet and get out of your head so that you can see more clearly, observe it rather than judge it about the alliances in your life. So we've got you, Virgo, and Gemini. We got Virgo, we got Pisces. We've got Pisces and Cancer showing up here for you. Taurus and Libra, Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn again, Libra, Scorpio again, Taurus, Taurus, and Libra. So I'm going to look at those in the extended for you. We'll get actions and advice as well, Virgo, going forward. For those of you not going on, let's get some guidance to you. This is from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. A crystal that you can touch, work with the energies, play with it, move it around in your hand. If that one wants to come out, let it come out again. Chrysola. It's number 4. So if you start seeing a number 4, self-love. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty this stone is too. Tranquil and sustaining. Chrysola encourage you to remain serene and strong during change or challenge. Dissolving destructive emotional programming, it increases energy assimilation. So that's what your devil is. This is programming, destructive programming. You have the infinite capacity for forgiveness. There's your King of Cups and your Page of Cups. To love yourself. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot give love or accept the love of others. To heal your emotional black hole, connect to the universal love that is inside of you. It never runs out. You can then give love out to the world and receive it in a never-ending flow. Forgive yourself. Accept with equanimity what you cannot change. Let go of hurt and rectify situations that can be healed. Be magnanimous. Boy, that's a word. Magnanimous. Remain impartial. So there's your Page of Swords right here. Remain impartial. Just observe. And speak your own truth, but recognize when to keep silent. Magical rituals may keep you chained to the past. There may be life trauma to heal around being a woman. Bitterness and self-doubt have no place in your well-being. It is good to nourish your body with self-love and gentleness. Your soul path is loving and valuing yourself. Well, that kind of tied it all in for you, Virgo. Very cool. So that's what I have for you. For those of you going on, the link is in the extended below. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. Bye-bye.